morning. I swear a lot.
Hello friends, and welcome to what will hopefully be the final part of the Refraction Railway Line 5. So, the vote was overwhelming and unsurprising. Everyone does want Kurakumo to go in there and sort it out. So the Kurakumo is going to go in there and sort it out. It's good, really, because that means this won't take me like 5 years. Because I can't imagine what it'd be like doing this last part. This is the wrong bit. The last part with 7. As much as I adore the 7 Association, you know I do. You know I'm all about those guys. My damage output with them, not their potential damage output, but my damage output with them is appalling. So, yeah, going up against Blood Fiends and shit, people who regenerate could do with a bit more damage. So wave 1, Dulcinea and co. Wave 2, a bunch of fucking bullshit. Why are we fighting the Kurakumo again? Whatever. Wave 3, the trio. Wave 4, I'm going to assume Yearning McCaller, but we'll see. I may as well assume it'll be fucking Tommy Wiseau for all the good it'll do me. I have no idea what attacks it'll have and what the deal is. But they are weak to Envy and Lust, and we do at least have Lust in spades with Kurakumo. So, you know, that's helpful. This should be fine. So, potential issues. We used a lot of resources during Section 2 because, you know, the 7 team kind of needed it. I'm hoping these guys, frankly, are so strong that they won't need it, but they may well need it. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. But we're gonna have to fight these fights. Our attempts to fight them in such a way that ego won't often be necessary. Like, it needs to be measured. They need to be used rarely. I reckon this first round against Dulcinea, we'll probably get to do quite a bit without using ego, because I think it'll be alright. But she is refracted, so this could change things. 6 plus 6, 6 plus 6, 5 plus 4, 4 plus 4. These are pretty simple, to be fair, but there are multiple factors here. With every ally death, gain 1 less protection at turn start. If this unit did not take any HP damage this turn, gain 2 haste next turn. That gets us our Lust Resonance, which also gets us SP, so that's good. We want to focus on taking these guys down first, for obvious reasons. That's neutral. This would be favored. Actually, I'll tell you what, maybe do that to that, because that's actually a tough move. And then that's struggling. Unopposed. Okay, well, no, you're going to have to deal with that. That's fine. And then you deal with that. And then, Greg, what can you do that will help? Yeah, we'll do it that way. Go on, lads. Good. That's a lot of bleed immediately. And an immediate stagger, which is just lovely. And a little bit of damage. And a little bit of damage. I think I fucked this up somehow. I am a little sleepy. And I fear I'm not taking in the information properly, but I think we've got an unguarded or one-sided attack coming in. We're not trying to do a lot of damage to Dulcinea, but doing a little bit of HP damage to her prevents her from gaining her haste boosts, which is useful. Ooh. Ah. Alright, yeah, the counter. Thing is, Heathcliff doesn't care, though. That's a fair amount of damage, considering she has like 80% protection. Damn. We're gonna take a lot of hits, but we will at least hit them back. 12 damage is not much to write home about, but it is more than 0, so I'll take it. This will be alright. Unless it isn't. We'll see. That went pretty well. Look at that. Decent hits. With a mild counter. And then you get hit anyway, because fuck you, I suppose. Good, more hits. This turn order did not go the way I thought it would. Because I misinterpreted it. It does mean that Heathcliff's going to get countered, and it does mean that Ishmael's defense skill was literally just used for the purposes of gaining lust and probably would have made more sense being used elsewhere. But like I said, I am a little sleepy. I'm doing my best, but... No, I'm an idiot. Ignore everything I just said. I just remembered what I did. I'm really fucking sleepy, and that's not good. I need to focus. This is the first round. It's fine. It's not so bad now, but in a minute, soon it's going to become a problem. It's the Parade of Wonders. People did mention multiple times that Hexnail is a better healing ego for this version of Rhodia than Pursuance, but I forgot, as I tend to. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll make do. We always make do. Okay, alright, this should be okay. Good. I was confused because it kept saying that Honglu's clash was unopposed. And I was like, but he's clashing with the counter. Have I overlooked something? Have I misread it? And it's like, nah, it was just a bit of a visual glitch, I think. Which is fine. You know, no game's perfect. Oh, yes. Sebon. So her Parade of Wonders was absolute wank, and no one cared. The parade was cooler back when what's his fucking name was here. Guy on the train, already forgotten his name. Cassette boy. Good shit. Working our way through them. She's finally lost a protection. We're not really committing to trying to do this quickly, are we? Well, I would have liked to have, but I know I won't because it's just not in my skill set. May as well have a really nice Lust Resonance turn, I suppose. Lean in on them as well. We might see 2 dead this turn, which will speed things up. She'll take damage, so it should be okay. Guaranteed damage due to the unbreakable coins. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, indeed. You're fucked now, pal. Very nice. 46 damage. Considering how much protection she has, that's genuinely impressive. Dead. Things are going to go bad for you. Yep. Go on, lad. Lovely. Oh, yes. Yes, baby. A little bit extra for you there as well. You're welcome. Don't spend it all in one place. Fucko. You're going to have a terrible time. You already lost most of your health. God damn. Oh, Bygone Days is a healer. Okay, we can use that. Yeah, good. All right, happy with that. That's clashing with that. Very good. Dominating there. These two are staggered. Now would be the time to do some damage to them, if possible. Clashed, clashed. That is being dealt with. It just won't say it is. And everything's fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, indeed. Oh, look at that. No problems. That's a lot of damage. For a land of illusions, that's a lot of damage. And this move's just cool. It's been a while since I've seen it. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. Ah, you love to see. Ooh. I think it's safe to say that this is not the section of this section that we should be worried about. But winning well would still be good. Ooh. Yeah. Off you go. Ishmael's gonna absolutely fuck them up. Yep, that's all of them dead. Mild amount of damage in return. She'll get like one friend. Yeah, one friend. And most of her protection is gone. But she is using the Parade Repeats for Eternity, so that sucks. And why do you get 3 moves, sir? What makes you so special? Just gonna lean in on this bitch. This suit's done for. We can focus on Dulcinea on next turn. No chance. No chance. Fuck you. Love this move. One of my favorites. An immediate stagger. He's so dead. Whatever. Deathcliff doesn't like that. Amazing. Okay, now she has no defense and she's staggered. Now would be the time to go in, lads. Start with that, and we should use this turn to try and mass bleed count if possible. Anything we've got that does it. She's gonna have a bad turn. She's inflicting a lot of bleed on us, mind you. And just general damage. A lot of, well, only 6 count, actually not that much, but it still helps, and she's also very close to staggering again. No chance. Fuck you. Oh yeah, Parade of Wonders. You're gonna do Parade of Wonders, are you? That's an idea. It sure would be a shame if you were about to stagger. Wouldn't it just? Oh, that'd be such a shame if that was about to happen. Oh, I can't imagine. I go from moments where I feel like I've made a brilliant plan to moments where I'm like, oh no, I fucked up. Oh, I've definitely fucked up. Oh, this is definitely not how it works.
이런 모습이던가.
Love it. Absolutely dead. Oh, she's staggered. Well, all right, I guess we're fucking done here, aren't we, really? She doesn't... Not a lot she can do about anything. Yeah, very good, very good. Please. Inkova might just end it right here. I don't know. Let's find out. Show me the money. Show me some numbers. I want to see triple digits. She's not going to survive this. There's no chance. No chance. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. Oh, I see. So different sins deal more damage and change the resistance of the final boss. Okay, well, we got to get lost. We got to get lost. Yeah, refracted lost. Enemy clash power +1. Enemies deal 10% more damage. That is risky just because of that. Even small things like Ryoshu's ego will do considerably more damage because we're already getting an additional 30% damage to our ego attacks because of a previous buff we chose. But then have this as well to add an additional 30% and to lower the final boss's resistance. It's probably a bad idea, but I think I'm going to go with that. We can do so much with Lost. Okay, well now things are going to get problematic. I don't know. I think I'm in a lot of trouble. Demolish, sacrifice to the family, sowing, in finely ground mistfall. I shall impale. Both of you shut up. Fuck. Okay. Let's have a look at some of these numbers. Not as bad as I was expecting, considering that I was checking with Hong Lu and he is not the best clasher on the team. So Don Quixote is going for Ishmael. An appropriate clash, I suppose. Hopeless, yeah. Some ego spam will definitely be necessary. I think Bygone Days would be a good one. If it works, it does. Merceau wants a word with you, but you're pretty fucking good, so it should be okay. Well, look, let's assume that Merceau succeeds with Demolish. It won't do that much, but if we have Heathcliff use Binds for another Gloom attack... Who's clashing with you? Ryoshu. Yeah, well, you know what? That might even be necessary. And then you can use Shadow Cloud Shattercleave. Yeah. On either of the... Oh, shit, you're going to get hit regardless. Okay, well, you're going to have to deal with... oh... It's struggling! That's alright, I have a backup plan for this. Yeah, and then we've got 4 Gloom attacks. So 4 plus highest resin, gain 1 attack weight. So having Ishmael hit 2 people will be helpful. And then Ryoshu can't actually clash with anyone, I don't think. I've heard horror stories about Don Quixote, so I think we'll go for her. I'll quickly check to make sure no one was trying to clash with you. No. Okay, we'll do it that way then. I forgot how much bleed they start off with thanks to all the things we do. That was a fucking good. That was good. That was just a good. Good shit. This will cause problems. Another stagger. And Tremor Burst, which caused another stagger. You heard it. I know you did. God damn. I was gonna say, Merceau, you want to fail one of those coins, considering you're not at max SP? Though he was at 30, so he's doing pretty well, actually. Good. This got attack weight, which is great. And that's another stagger. And then Bygone Days was actually unnecessary, but you know, it's fine. It's just a cool move. Rhodia might be on her way out right now. 78 damage. She's on her way out. She's not dead, but... Oh, yeah. Only 2 attacks from them this turn. Obviously, Heathcliff's very slow now because of binds, but that's fine. Someone was foolish enough to actually try and fight him, although she would win. But there's a way around that. I don't want to spam too much ego, but this is the perfect moment for Blind Obsession. 2, 4, 6, 7. This would hit everyone. You can't clash with anyone, but that's fine. You can hit everyone with that attack. Now, you won't stagger Ryoshu, so... need to do something about her. Give it a go, Greg. You'll be alright. Unless you won't. I don't know. I can't win the fight for you. You gotta do some of it yourself, you know. See if we can stop her from actually doing her attack, because that would be great. And who else here needs to go? Well, I'd say it would be the other Blood Fiends, wouldn't it? So... start getting rid of her. Apparently, I don't know if this is confirmed, it's just something I saw from one source, so take it with a pinch of salt, but apparently Otis is the weakest Blood Fiend, so we probably don't need to focus on her. At the very least, a lot of damage is going to be done very soon. Good shit, Greg, well done. Have I mentioned you're my favorite Kurokumo character? He actually is. He's not the best, not by a long shot, but he is my favorite. I love him. That was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, and heads on the damage. It just is our day, isn't it? Go on, Ishmael. Fuck him up. Oh my god. Oh! Why isn't he dead? He must have some kind of ability that I didn't think to look at. Probably should have looked. What's your deal, eh? What's your fucking deal? What's your fucking problem, mate? Heal 10 minus Ailing Heart SP for the ally with least SP. In this encounter, when this unit takes damage and brings the HP down to 0, nullify that damage, then this unit's HP cannot drop below 1 for the turn once per encounter. Okay, so he gets one free pass, as it were. Beautiful. Cool, good, great, fantastic. No more refracted sins, I think, because we don't need them gaining more fucking clash power. One is enough. Normally, I'd be inclined to go for life or death, but considering the amount of bleed and, what's it called? Unbreakable coins being used, losing max HP is rough. But we do have healing capabilities, so that extra damage might just be it. That might... fuck it, life or death. Let's do it. Take some risks. Oh, I just realized what that last fight actually was. Because I thought it was weird. I was like, wait a minute, we've only fought 6 of them. I know there are 6 in reserve. No, there are 6 using support skills. We were fighting a team that were utilizing support skills. That does speed things up exponentially. All right, well, speed is immediately an issue, but you know, we'll make it work. We always make it work. Go for him. No one cares. Still don't care. Been a while since we've done this one. I could really do with uptying this thing because the passive is fucking amazing. But I still haven't got it. Remember in XCOM 2 when Gregor shot through that fucking wall? Yeah, it was dope. We get Forest for the Flames going, then that gives us enough lust without necessarily having to make, what's his name? Hongler do it. So that's good. Struggling with that. Can you do it? I'm struggling. Noticing a theme here. It's not so bad so far, but I mean, that's it. It's just not so bad so far. That's fine and all. I don't know what this final boss is going to be. Also, we haven't won, so, you know, there's that. That went luckily quite well. Very good, quite rather indeed, yep. It's an awkward situation though, because if Honglu manages to land that paralysis, it inflicts paralysis this turn. So she would have paralysis for most of those coins, which means Ishmael could probably win with Sharpened Blade. But this is only a neutral. It might not even win. It's 7, 9, 11, 13 versus 4, 8, 12, 16, but her SP is relatively low. But this improves SP for his allies at combat start, which changes the story. Could just play it safe, I suppose. I'm desperately trying to avoid using shit that uses up Stuff we don't have much of, but I have very limited options in this regard. Really fucking do. I was gonna say, yeah, it just wasn't going very well, was it? She healed a lot from that. At least she'll get hit by this, and Honglu should be healed for the damage he just took, so it's fine. And we weren't relying on Honglu's success for Ishmael to do well, so it's all okay. Everything's fine. Yeah, no chance. Absolutely no chance. Not a chance in hell. Decent damage, more than I was expecting. Ugh. More damage as well in exchange, to be fair. Yeah, kinda. Are you still thinking about blood? You know, it wasn't on my mind, but now that you mention it, I could go for a blood or two. It's taking a while, which is precisely what I was expecting. I knew today's Limbus recording was going to run long, and it absolutely will. But if we can just put the fucking effort in and win first time, then it's all good, isn't it? Take that, dickhead. You're repeating yourself, sir. Always a good sign. Our resource situation is not as bad as I was expecting by this point, but we are needing to use ego practically every turn to keep up, which is not good. Okay, cool, so that's contested. I'm thinking, honest to God, lean in on the barber. See if we can put her out of our misery straight away. That might be enough to allow this to do well. The bleed also helps. Yep, there it is. Good stuff. She'll take a lot of damage this turn, and like I said before, we might be able to finish her maybe even next turn, depending on how things go. That's a lot of damage. Whatever, loser. No one cares about your stupid buffing moves. Ooh, Mega Stagger. Oh yeah, we can totally put her down. Absolutely. 221 health left. You're using... Oh, the finale. Ah, no! I didn't think you'd do it so soon. It'll have to be okay. It'll just have to be. At the very least, you know, if we win, it'll do a lot less damage, so that's all we need to do. Play it in a way where we can have our cake and eat it as well, I think. Use Binds, which has amazing clash potential, and it'll hit both of those two. We're not worried about getting the Lust Resonance this turn. All this combined should take out the Barber, and then we just got two of them left. Big damage. Big damage. Oh, I didn't notice that skill. Oh no, right. I thought he was like jumping in to take the hit, and I realized it's just attack weight and activated his guard skill. Yeah. I was like, whoa, are we gonna get like fucking substitute sacrifice moves? Because that sounds dope. That was pretty cool, but it didn't do much. So, who's stupid now? It's you. That's a lot of damage. He's almost staggered, in fact. We should do a lot this turn. Sharpened Blade always fucking helps. Damage done. I guess it's mostly the bleed from the finale that's actually causing us problems. This should hurt, though. It did. It did, in fact. Very close to a stagger. Staggered, in fact, it's happened. Past tense. And then we'll get to do this on a staggered target, which will do considerably more damage. And then next turn, we lean the fuck in, because if the stupid priest wants to keep defending himself, that's fine. We'll mostly ignore him. Oh, they're both staggered. Do you have any really dangerous moves? Not really, so focus on Dulcinea. She's already nearly staggered again. She's got a 33 bleed, so she'll be taking a lot during the clashes. Yeah, I reckon that's alright. More blood. More. Fuck off. Why don't you fuck off? Fuck you, Koala Man. And then Heathcliff can clash that, which is struggling. Maybe just power counter. Yeah, and then we get the yeah. And better yet. Oh, yes, indeed. Beckons the audience here, though. That's not great. Oh, that would do a lot of damage. You would beat that, but then that's going for you as well. Promise all of her moves are going to go first, because she is the fastest character on the board at the moment. I guess Gracefully would probably go first. That has 18 to 60, 22 to 53. We'll go ahead with that because you'll make that easier for everyone. And this will take some damage, but I imagine we'll stagger her this turn. 9% chance. So close to a stagger. Amazing. Stagger. Oh, it's over for her now. The Dulcinea done fucked up. Goodbye. That's exactly how we killed her last time. What do you got now, Mr. Priest? I think he just realized that he's all alone and he's like, oh, fucking hell. Good try, lad. Good attempt. You know, we do appreciate it, but I think you're done. I think you might be done. Yeah, I think you might be done. Oh my god. No one cares. Good job, Hongler. That's a good kill. Alright, well, I haven't had an energy drink in like nearly 10 years, but I knew I felt like absolute fucking garbage today, so I'm going to need a clear brain filled with energy in order to deal with what comes next. Oh, that is tasty. That's the annoying thing, though, is obviously I stopped drinking energy drinks because they're fucking bad for you, but they're fucking tasty is the thing. Refracted Slash. Slash skills gain plus coin power +1, minus coin power +1, or -1 even, and change the slash resistance of the final boss of section 3 to weak. Oh, which means like, what's it called? Ishmael skill 3 would just rinse, but +1 coin power is... Fuck it! Hello, hello. That's concerning. It's that one boss from the Cuphead. Refracted 400 roses. And the music is fucking great. At 100 plus blood feast, use a special skill. At 500 plus blood feast consumed by this unit, or if this unit is at less than 6% HP, gain a new pattern. If 9 turns have passed since this unit appeared on the field, starting next turn, gain 1 offense level up every turn past the 10th turn, max 10. Okay. This unit, yeah, Blood Feast. Refracted Struggle. After attack, heal the core and the part equal to the amount of damage this unit's attack skill dealt. Does not activate if the head part is either staggered or destroyed. Yearning. Yeah, Yearning. McCullough. If this unit healed HP, gain 1 offense level up and 1 defense level down next turn for every 10 HP healed, max 10. Refracted Sin. But all potency only stacks up to 50, including the unique variations of above keywords. Okay. To be fair, if we manage to maintain 50 blood, that's still an insane amount of damage, but he does have 6,000 HP. If this unit's body part takes damage from an enemy skill, inflict 1 bleed count on the attacker once per turn per identity. I'd like to think that just means the body, but I think it means body parts, so it would include the head. I think we're just going to have to hit it really fucking hard and break the head more. Ah, I see the difficulty now, though, because most of the attacks are on the body. Body, upper. Okay. But he doesn't have 6 moves, so we can at least get 2 hits in on the head, guaranteed. It seems like we'll be doing well to begin with, in terms of clashes. Yeah, even Lenticular Rend is doing alright, so that's not so bad. I love what they're doing with the violin here, can I just say? It's fucking magical. We won't try for Lust this turn, I don't think. There's too many clashes we need to do, really, so Sharp Edge can deal with that. Sharpened Blade will naturally be useful. And then Hong Le can weigh in on that, but we'll have Rio should do the clash because she's better at it. We could lose some of these, but I think it'll be okay. I need a bit more time to observe how this actually plays out, because I'm wondering if the healing that Yearning is going to do will actually affect its overall health, or if it's just regenerating its body parts, like its head mainly. Or if we're up against some fucker who's going to be healing every 2 seconds, which point this might get tricky. Let's find out. 70 damage, this is a good start. Oh, Greg, look at that. Well done. We do have a special effect on us that allows us to remove bleed count at the end of each turn. I think it's like, oh, that scared me. I think it's like, oh my god, he healed a ton. Oh, and you lost that. Ah, wow. That was quite a hit. He healed quite a bit. Oh, okay, how much of his max health has he lost? Okay, he lost about 300. That's not terrible. But we're only just beginning to see what he's actually going to do, so... And most of these are now unbreakable coins. Make sure Heathcliff clashes that, and that should be alright. Fair amount of damage. Ugh. His attacks are so intimidating. Good job, Heathcliff. Always love it when you do that. It's good damage. This should hurt quite a lot. It did, in fact. That move is horrifying, and I don't like it. We do have means by which to heal Rhodia thanks to Bygone Days Fishmail. So, nice, very nice. Love that shit. Good stuff. Okay. The rose guzzles up the flood of blood, glistening in crimson. That's the thing, of course. As Blood Feast is consumed, it's going to get way stronger. Even this inundation of blood wasn't enough. Its glossy eyes glowers at the sinner from between the petals. Select this to raise the abnormality's offenses while reducing its defenses. Select this to consume HP from allies to reduce the abnormality's offenses while raising its defenses. Select this to consume HP to reduce offense, raising defenses. Eliminating Blood Feast might be a good shout, but the thing is, I wasn't overly paying attention to the Blood Feast count because I know it's going to be fucking massive, so I was just kind of ignoring it because I'm like, look, just deal with what happens. We can't stop Blood Feast from occurring here. Is that worth it? Is there just too much Blood Feast at this point? It seems like preventing him from getting Blood Feast would be a good idea. I'll go for it. The sinners, mid-combat, busily ran about, cleaning as much blood as they can from the premises, facing an even greater dearth of blood. Its petals begin to shudder uncannily as the thorns rise threateningly. Of the Blood Feast present in this encounter for 3 turns against 2 attack power up and 2 fragile. Goddamn. Okay, there's not actually a lot of Blood Feast about, there's just a lot of Blood Feast consumed. Which he hasn't gotten to consume. He's got 4+ attack power. Fucking. Alright, we're gonna need to be careful this turn then. Fuck. Brambles that constrict, yep. Endless spring of blood. Clashable counter. Bearing in mind, +4 attack. I do regret my decisions. Wish I'd lowered his offensive capabilities. But the fragile is handy. But this would be the time, actually, to use Sanguine Desire. Stop the bleed on the head from going down, because Rhodia doesn't need to have done the attack yet for the effect of this enemy, and I presume it refers to individual body parts, but it didn't state, so it might actually mean the entire abnormality, I don't know, but it serves my purposes regardless. Rhodia doesn't need to have done the move yet in order for that effect to take place, it just needs to be locked in for this turn. So, if we can make sure to amass a lot of bleed on the head, it can only go up to 50, but that's okay, that's absolutely fine. Oh yeah, that means we can move that there, because that's being defensed, that's being power countered, that's being clashed, that's being clashed, that's being clashed. Okay. And then we can have Hong Le just land a hit. We've got a lot of Lust Resonance, which will improve what Sanguine Desire does. A lot of Lust Slash, so these attacks will do a lot of damage. Provided everything goes according to plan. I think it was like for the next 4 turns or something. It was multiple turns that he was going to have attack power up, so that's worrying. We're gonna need to look into getting some healing soon.
내 팔은 연에 있었어.
That's decent damage, honestly. You're fine, Greg, don't worry. Greg, you're fine. Oh. Good job. Very nice, a stagger. Big damage. And big damage in return, but you know, nothing's perfect. This will suck for you.
아름다운 춤을 추는 건 나뿐이어야 해. 그럼 네 발목을 잘라버리면
231! Oh yeah! Big damage. And the head is staggered. Which means, if I may have a quick look, it doesn't heal from attacks now, which is good because of all the unbreakable coins and such. Not many this turn though, but it's fine. Things are going the way we want them to. Definitely sharpened blade. How are we doing for health? Everyone's generally okay. It's not too bad, but he's only at like, what, 85% of his max HP? Like, we've done some good damage, that's for damn sure, but we ain't won yet. Maybe I'd be generous to myself and say he's at 80%, but the point is, we've got a ways to go yet. But I'm confident that we can do this. Bit of an iffy turn, but I think it'll be okay. Good. Marvelous. Beautiful. It's a lot of damage. Go on. Yes. Oh, Lord, he's done it. A lot of damage once again. Beautiful. Everything's fine. Everything's completely fine. For now. Good hits. The head has taken a lot of damage. The rose yearns for more blood. Well, there's fuck all blood feast on the field, so that's unfortunate, isn't it? You've only consumed 100. That's barely anything, because you're stupid. I reckon we can crack that head pretty soon. Which should severely limit his ability to heal himself from now on, which might signal the beginning of the end. Don't know. That's a hell of an assumption to make at such an early stage, but I'm hopeful. I'm grateful, I'm cakeful, and you do this to deal with that, just to make sure it works. That's being power countered. Tenacious wound. And they call themselves Tenacious Wound. This seems fine. We'll fucking see though, won't we? Love a bit of Shadow Cloud, don't we, lads? Yes, we do. It wasn't a question. We just do. God, that's so useful. Oh, look, that was fantastic. Gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous. He's swinging a lot, but it ain't doing him many favors. Though he is, of course, getting healed a lot of the time, but we should be able to fix that soon. This will suck, though. Yeah. Not too bad, but you never want it. Go on, Ishmael. Get him. Get him. Get him. I think you just broke the head. The head sat at his desk and he's like, did someone say my name? I see, yeah. The only option to reduce his offensive capabilities would be to damage ourselves, I think. So there's that one. Then there's that one, which will do even more. Or this. We are keeping pace, though, is the thing. Like, yeah, he got his attack power bonuses, and that's scary, but we are keeping pace. Maybe we should just make sure he never gets his advantage from Blood Feast. And again, he's barely getting it anyway. Should it not be just a... Fuck it. Stick to the script. 3 turns. Oh, no. I made an error. Oh, the music's kicking up now. Ah, we're in trouble. Brambles the yearn! Yeah, we're in trouble now. Okay, alright, well. Rhodia, it's time to do that thing, you know, yeah, this. A lot of attack weight. We're just gonna get absolutely battered this turn. But it's okay because the head is broken, so he won't heal from it anymore. But it also kind of sucks because we're gonna get hit a lot. I think use the combination of these two skills and just top everyone up. Might need to be a bit of ego spam this turn. The body is close to staggering. The head will never stagger because it's broken. It will just do its attacks whenever now. Sucks, but it's whatever. Plenty to do that with. To hit that. Good. Everything's clashed. This turn, focus on the body. Because we're about to stagger it. The attacks by themselves probably would just stagger the body like the ones just assigned to them, but I want to make sure. If we can limit some of his attacks next turn, it'd be super helpful. This alone might actually cause a stagger, which will prevent the other attack from happening, which is just fine. That's a lot of damage. Nope, not a stagger. We're fine. There's the stagger. Good shit. You ever thrown a bottle at a giant rose? Valentine's is a weird time of year, you know.
기록에 따라 당신을 반드시 집행하겠습니다.
192. Pretty. Very pretty. And a lot of health. Now what's this gonna do? That's quite a lot, actually. For an unavoidable? Yeah, quite a bit. But it's not so bad. This was a waste, but it's fine. We don't need resources after we've won the final battle, so... do this, top our healing up a bit.
주인께서 명하셨습니다. 당신 청소하라고.
The bonus we got that removed one of our stagger thresholds was super fucking helpful. I can't believe he has a Rose Thorn Spirit Bomb. That's insane. Okay, right. His attacks got less ridiculous. Okay, but he is healing. And the head has been restored. Okay. Good to know. If we can destroy the head again, that would be good. Or at least stagger it. We do a lot of damage. We do a absolute fuck ton of damage. We can make this work. Especially with Thundercleave, and Scattering Slash, and Sharpened Blade, and Lenticular Swirl. You know what, Gregor? Why don't you offset that? And that gets us our Lust bonus, and you can use Cloud Cutter, and you can do the Clash. How much bleed does the head have? None. So that will do the full 4 attacks, buffed by Sharpened Blade, and is also Slash, so it will do additional damage. Yeah. Go for him. That was a lot of damage. 98, lovely. Stagger. This is gonna suck for you. Oh my god! 438! The Rose doesn't know what just happened. The Rose is kind of reeling from that last one. Ooh. By the time we get there, I reckon Cloud Cut will do its maximum amount. Shame that Ishmael doesn't have the best shit, but it's okay. Unopposed. Yeah, Ishmael has to do this one. Should be alright. Not certain on that, but hey, we'll find out. Get a bit more gloom going, and I reckon this is the beginning of the end. Ooh. Ooh. Big hits. Always painful. At least you don't heal from it this time, fucko. Big hits. The counters. A lot of damage on those counters, actually, I noticed. You know, for broken coins. A lot of damage from Hongler. Oh. This is gonna suck. It did. The head is practically broken. The rose guzzles up the flood of blood glistening in crimson, yeah. I'm gonna keep going with this. I'm gonna keep going with this. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, this turn might suck, but we'll be okay. Maybe. Definitely sharpen blade. You're going first, so you need to deal with the counter. Plenty of resources, so no worries about that. Head's almost... Is the head broken or almost broken? It's almost broken. It'll probably break soon. It will break by the end of this turn, actually, of all the clashes we gotta do, almost guaranteed. Greg, offset that. Heathcliff... No, we can't get Lust Resonance this turn. Well, not the proper Lust Resonance. But we're working him down pretty fucking quick. It should be okay. We will take some damage, though. Oh boy, will we? Very good, very good. Yes, well done. That's a lot of damage for Sunyata. Go on, we nearly got him. Very close now. I think I fully understand now why people were like, yeah, use Kurokuma. Don't use 7. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Because I'd probably still be recording this at like 6 p.m. tomorrow if I chose 7. You seem confident on that for some reason, so give it a try. Neutral. Dominating, yeah. Oh, Ishmael took some hits. How much bleed does the head have? 50 times. Yep. Absolutely, yep. From his Ishmael is close to staggering. Neither of those have attack weight though, so it's fine. Only that does. But it is speed 4. But you still land the hit anyway, because we do that. And here's some free hits. Lovely. Marvelous. His health is dropping rapidly. We should have him. Oh, you fucked up now. Oh, you fucked up now. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Shouldn't be a stagger, or it shouldn't count, or you should still get to do your... Oh, okay, I don't... The whole point of Dark Blade is... The Dark Blade... But Dark Blade is supposed to work in such a way as you don't get staggered until the end of the turn. Unless literally everyone but Ishmael gets that. Which is distinctly possible. I once again chalk it up to me misunderstanding the identities and the skills. Stormcloud suddenly one day, scattering slash, he will not survive this turn, surely. He's got 4 fragile, for God's sake. It's just not happening. And he's bleeding. I forgot he was bleeding. He's also bleeding. A lot. This is it. It's over. Considering I'm like groggy and half asleep, I think I did alright. I tell you what though, the energy drink's actually woken me the fuck up. Like, I feel way more energetic now. Down he goes. Please. Please. Okay, good. I had a feeling he was just turning into the egg, but I was like, hang on. Wait a minute. It is over, right? Like, he's done, yeah?
다들 고생했다. 부조장한텐 내가 말해둘 테니까 뒤처리 끝나면 뜨끈하게 목욕탕에 가서 몸부터 씻자고.
To be fair, considering how much damage some of those shatter clouds did, yes, of course, Heathcliff got the most damage. It's fucking insane. 109 turns. Hey, I'm happy with that. Considering what this was like, how this section went. Although, having said that, section 3 technically took longer. I think I just agonized about strategy less while playing as Kurikumo because, to be blunt, it's less necessary. But I spent a lot of time agonizing about strategy with the 7 Association because a lot of them weren't capable of meeting clashes head on, so I had to try and subvert things and use ego and stuff like that. To be fair, there are more fights in Section 3, so funny thing is, there are actually the least fights in Section 2, and that is the second longest one that I did. And that is entirely because of the flu shoots. It's fine. Oh, I'm still happy with this result, absolutely. Big success. We did it. There we go. Let's go claim our rewards. This is the most satisfying part of it for me. Oh my god, 50... Oh, lovely. Oh, and a level boost to 50, 200 thread, shit ton of ego shards, Deca extraction tickets, guaranteed Deca extraction, and this thingy. Beautiful. Do it. Lovely. Fantastic. Marvelous. All right, another Refraction Railway knocked out. I always enjoy these. I think I enjoyed line 3 the least out of all of them because it was kicking my teeth in so hard, and probably because I was less proficient at the game at that point. Or it was just all of the fucking damage over time. I remember the moth. That moth took for fucking ever and just kept killing me. And then there was whatever the fuck, that thing that came later that was like a 4-hour fight because of how low my damage output was with 7, until we got Sinclair on the field anyway. I'd say that's my least favorite. I didn't dislike it at all. Line 3 was still fun, but I've enjoyed the other 2 more. Possibly because I feel, and you may well disagree with this, and that's absolutely fine. Feel free to, you know, mention your disagreements. Just don't be a dick about it. I'm just saying. I feel like line 4 and line 5 were appropriate levels of challenge mixed with theatrics and cinematics, as it were. You know, it was all very, there's good music in there, and it's all very dramatic, and it has theming, and line 3 felt like it was lacking in theatrics and theming. I don't know what line 2 and line 1 were like. I didn't play them. That was before me. That was before my time. But that's why I prefer line 4 and line 5. I think line 5, probably the easiest line I've done so far. But also the most, I'd say the most theatrical with an asterisk. Because the final fight of line 4 is the most theatrical shit ever, and I love it. The King in Bayerns is like one of the best fights in the game, in my opinion, just because of the music and the stage and the setting and how it all is. But I enjoyed line 5. Yeah, I think that summarizes it. I enjoyed line 5. It's hard to talk about the difficulty of line 5 too much because I did the final section with Kurikumo, who are maybe not the meta, but they are one of the newest teams that have been raised into the spotlight, right? So they're going to be significantly stronger than other teams. I think, and disagree if you want, that's fine, I think I could have beaten Section 3 with 7. I reckon I could, but it would have taken a while. And if I, with the knowledge that I'd have now, I'd be like, all right, well, I'd have another team, I don't know who, but my point is I would build more towards Rupture than Bleed if I was going to be taking 7 into the final round, because a lot of our buffs were useless for 7, and I think that caused maybe some issues going through it. I don't know. But before we break up for today, ladies and gentlemen, 2 things. First of all, I'm pretty sure a new Intervallo is coming very soon, like very, very soon. So I'll evaluate my schedule, because my recording schedule is in constant flux. Maybe, depending on how the timing works out, because sometimes I've just got to get a recording done, because sometimes I have the opportunity to do so. I might do one Ruiner video, like the Citywide Revolt video, before the next Intervallo, but if the timing works out and I sit down for my Project Moon recording and it's like, hey, the new Intervallo's out, I'll be like, all right, we'll do that then. We'll crack on straight away. I have no interest in delaying the Intervallo, so if it's out by the time I sit down for the next PM recording, that is what we'll be doing. So, just so you guys know, I know some of you sometimes feel a little bit fucking left out in the gloom about my upload schedule, and don't worry, I'm there with you. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing until I sit down to do it. It's fun. It's a fun way to do things, but it is a little chaotic. So I want to try and make a little bit more effort to talk to you guys about what I'm doing. Second of all, let's do at least one extraction, yeah? We can do this, bare minimum, because this is probably not going to become more of a thing than it is now, although it might. It would probably be better to wait till the new Intervallo. Nah, fuck it. I don't live my life that way. Like, oh, maybe I should hold on to it. Fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah. We'll do at least some extractions today, and then I'll just save my resources for when the Intervalo comes out, and there'll be new stuff to get, presumably. I still want to get that new Greg. He looks fucking incredible. He looks super cool. I want him. Be a good time. I would like to get some more of the Blood Fiends. Like Manager Don Quixote, we saw fuck all of her in the fight. I'd be curious to see what she's like. Oh, I love that Hongler so much. Ooh, hello. Gregor.
우리 불주먹 사무소의 복장이.
Oh, go on. That's fucking rad as hell. That's so fucking cool. And I got the new Greg. They heard me. They know what I like. They know what I like. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Fire Fist Office. What the fuck? Oh, they did mention Fire Fist Office in season 5, didn't they? In the newest Kanto, I mean, didn't they? Right, yeah, they were the flamethrower guys. Because there was that big dude who got absolutely bodied straight away because he ran over to that person who came out of the La Manche land and then they chomped on him. I remember. And I was like, yo, flamethrowers! And then we never really saw anything from that because that guy gets immediately bodied. Good choice, PM. Good choice for an identity, especially because Gregor always has some kind of fancy prosthetic in place of his left arm. Why not a flamethrower arm? Absolutely brilliant idea. Flamethrower. There's a burn identity. Consume 15 District 12 fuel and inflict +1 burn count. The target has 6+ burn count. Or 6+ burn, sorry, that is a distinction. Coin power +1. When in overheat fuel state, consumes overheated fuel instead. Consuming counts as consuming. At over 50 stack become, okay. Deal +10% more damage with coins that consume the fuel. Inflict burn, consume fuel. Inflict burn against 2 enemies with burn, or least burn potency. Count more fuel and burn. Fire Fist. Target has 3+ burn count. Coin power +1. That's a very low amount of count required for a coin power boost, so that's actually quite good already. Base power +1, very 6 burn on the target, max 2. Yeah, it's decent. Consume district fuel, deal more damage. When in overheated fuel state, deal more damage for every one consumed instead. If the target is defeated or if this skill consumed district fuel, gain blunt damage up. More burning count, more burning count. Deal more damage for every turn, and when in over, deal more damage. It's just a fuck ton of damage, apparently. I have to keep going for my big sis. Flashable counter, combat start, gain 100 District 12 fuel. That's interesting. I like this it's definitely done this with Heathcliff as well, Kurokuma Heathcliff, where it's like, your clashable counter, because with a lot of identities, I kind of ignore their defense skills a lot of the time. Doesn't mean they're useless, it's just I don't really see the point in using them a lot of the time, and I'm like, well, I could just hit them instead. Obviously, that's a very broad statement that doesn't take a lot of individual strategies into account, but by and large, that is usually the mentality. But with Kurokuma Heathcliff, and now with Fire Fist Gregor, that changes. Because not only are these clashable counters, so they're basically attacks, but they are quote-unquote attacks that set up the rest of your battle strategy with this specific character. Like, with Heathcliff, it's important for gaining Lust Resonance, and there are other benefits I can't remember right now. And then for Gregor, it's necessary for him to get fuel. Begin encounters with 100 fuel. At over 50 stack, become District 12. At 50 or less, it becomes overheated fuel. So more damage for all of it, and overheated fuel consumed. It's extra effective against blood fiends. Vampires do hate fire. It's true. Okay, yeah, no, that's very cool. Well, I look forward to seeing if I can make that work, but it won't be the next thing we work on because, you know, I've talked about it multiple times, but I'll mention it again now. Next thing we're working on is full stop backed up by Blade Lineage. That's the next plan. And I'm looking forward to doing that. We got to see some cool stuff from Hongler in that fight, so I'm interested to see the rest of his moveset. But yeah, that's all from me for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I enjoyed Line 5 quite a lot, and as I came into the recording today, like in the first fight against Dulcinea and her groupies, I could feel myself just not concentrating properly, and I was like, this is gonna go so fucking badly because I'm not my brain is just not registering information. I got that brain fog, you know how it is. But I got there. I got through it, and we did well, and I hope you guys had a good time, and I had a good time. I always like doing the Refraction Railways. These little mini fucking Limbus series, as it were, as we do the Refraction Railways, always a little less popular, and that's not me fucking whinging about it at all. I know exactly why. It's because there's no narrative content in a Refraction Railway. That's absolutely fine. It doesn't bother me in the slightest, and it won't stop me from doing Refraction Railways in the future, because we're still averaging like 3k views or so on these Refraction Railway videos, and they're fun to do. So why the fuck not do them while we wait for more narrative content, right? But the point is, I had a good time, and it's always nice to see that there's like a core of people who are like, hey, you know, we don't just turn up when Foreman's doing a canto. Like, sure, it might still just be Limbus, which is totally fair enough if that's because that's what you're into and what you're enjoying at the moment. Absolutely no problem. But it's nice when it's like, yeah, I just like watching Foreman do Limbus anyway. Like, even if it's, I don't know, fucking around in a mirror dungeon or doing Refraction Railways or doing the, identity reads or any of that stuff. It's gratifying, it's nice, it's comforting to be like, okay, well, there is a bit of a core here. Because then I'm not sat here thinking, fuck, I need a new canto to come out. I need a new canto to come out. I want to enjoy having a canto come out so I can play a new canto, not so I can be like, right, well, I need to get those fucking numbers back up. Nah, it's not the situation. It's nice to know that that's not the situation. It's appreciated. So thanks, guys. And once again, thank you all so much for watching. Special thanks to our members and patrons, Miscreant, Rocky Riku, Crescent, Tony the Horse, Cryolytic, Lila Hexire, Abyssal Angie, Hotraman, Saga, Jack, The Elflord, Jordan Rothberg, Ninja Dog, Emma Fox, Grand Captain General Peace, Meanbag Beanbag Turtle, Malignant Humor, Cuds, Kana Samaria, Poe, Paul Trouble Bragg, Lifesteal, Mega Mr. Z-Man, Unclever Names, Summercat, Flanny, Painted Dragoon, Lip Potatoes, Proxy, Caminera, Moa, Heartland, Harak J, Dresso, Sion Distance, Lol, Etherbin, Linky, Zeon, Cedar Bimbord, Alkia, Honeydew, Sweet Baby Red, Jessica T. Plutonium, Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Up Lullaby, K-Bub, Magical, The Frostbite Monsoon, SCP-106A, Namad, and Kitty800 for supporting me on YouTube and on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, it's fun, and I'm so glad to be able to use Kurakumo and not have to, like, beg and scrape for success in that regard. Where it's like, okay, yeah, but now we actually have good characters who can get us to victory, rather than being like, well, I'm basically gonna have to spam ego and every now and then we'll land a normal attack. Like, don't get me wrong, some ego spam was still required, right? Like, it got pretty tough towards the end there, and if I hadn't had the resources, that could have been a problem. But it's nice that they're good. It's nice I can run my Kurakumo team and be happy about it. At some point soon, I might look into teams where I'm like, okay, now ignoring theming, how can we make this team work really well? It's difficult because some of Ishmael and I think Heathcliff, but I can't remember right now, I think some of their best bonuses come from having 6 Kurakumo teams on the field. So it's a little bit awkward trying to build around that. Like, I know some people mentioned, like, well, I'd like to get Hong Lure out of the team because his skill 2 doesn't do the 4 hits very often with this team because the bleed count application is now way up, which makes a lot of sense. It's not way up, I'd say, but it is better now. And yeah, that's logical. Like, play around with it a bit, see what you can do there. Ring Sang being an obvious contender. Heard people mention Ring Otis as well as being a good contender, and I fucking bet. There's stuff to play with. I'd like to have a look at it sometime. But yeah, I'm truly rambling. That's all from me for today. Thanks so much for watching. And whatever happens next time, I imagine it'll be an intervallo. Hope I see you there. Doodles. Goodbye.